Hey everyone, this is the third video in the Making a Junk Journal from Start to Finish series that I've been working on. I wasn't going to do this one, but I thought it would be worth it to maybe show you how I put together my signatures, just to give you an idea. So it'll be a quick little video, but I thought that people might have a question on how to do that, or like I always say, there's really no right or wrong way. But this is kind of how I go about it. This particular journal that I'm working on, it's about 1.5 inches thick. I'm doing it with 3 signatures. And here is something that you can always count on. No matter how thin or thick you make it, it's always going to be like an alligator book when you finish, because you always end up stuffing it more than you think. So keep that in mind as you're putting your signatures together. But I kind of keep all 3 signatures kind of similar in that they're going to have about the same number of pattern papers, the same number of just coffee dyed papers. Each one in here has an envelope for one of the signatures. So I'm just going to run you through one of them and just kind of show you some of the options. In this one, I'm using a kit for several of the papers. So this is actually a kit page. I'll let you see what that looks like. And I've got about 4 or 5 in each signature. This is from an old gardening book, and I trimmed this one down to size. I'm going to show you an option of what to do if you don't want to trim it down. But with that page, I did trim it down. This is going to be a good one for a pocket, because it's a heavier kind of a page. This would be good to sew some lace on, because it's a little sturdier. These ones I love. This is just from like a book I got at a thrift store. I don't know, just an old one. And then I tea-dyed these. But I like these just because they're lined, and it's kind of nice because as you're writing you can just turn and write. And these ones are sideways, but I'm okay with that for a junk journal. I kind of like it. But it gives you a little extra journaling space. And I just left these because I thought that would be fun. So. Here's another one from the kit, and another one of those lined ones. Now here's an envelope, so the flap is what's going to go right there on the seam, and I'll probably either end up cutting here or here and maybe making a half of a circle here, so that'll be a nice tuck spot. And the back end can just be either a flap to journal on, or I can add another paper on it and glue it, whatever works. Another patterned one. All right, now here, this is a big music page, and I could have done it this way. That would have been fine, and just trimmed it down or what, but I kind of like to fold it. So I folded it to the height that I wanted it, and then it will leave me 2 pockets on either side. So then this can be for pockets, or I can glue something on and journal, or a picture, and then these turn into some really nice text. So I'll probably do some sewing on these before we finish up. So I have the music page, and then another one of the kit pages, another tea-dyed, totally blank, but it's nice and thick, so it's nice and sturdy if you want to attach things to it. And then just one more journal page is in the center of that one. So that will give you an idea on that signature. And I wanted to show you, on this one, I had this old typing manual from like the 1920s. Anyway, I didn't want to trim it off too. I especially love this red down here at the very bottom, if you can see that. So for this one, I wanted to make it big enough that I could have a decent sized pocket there. So it's okay that it is not as tall as the rest of it. It serves its purpose, and that will become a beautiful pocket, and this can be another spot for a picture or whatnot. I'm trying to think if there's anything that's very different. Oh, I've got some avocado paper in there too. I love it. Oh, this one I did a little differently. I can show you. So it's another one of those big music pages. So I just folded this up. It's a little shorter than the rest, but I wanted that pocket to be decent. But I left these raw edges. They're just beautiful. And then I just folded it over, oh, that's probably about 3.5 inches. So on this side of the signature, you're just going to have this tall, skinny pocket for a tag or something. On this side, you're going to have a little fold out. So when you open it, you'll have a fold out too with 2 pockets. So that's another option, so you don't have to cut all the pages. You'll see I did that with this graph paper too, made some of those pockets like I showed you before. And I don't think there's anything extra that I did in any of these. Let me double check real quick. I showed you that one. So yeah, so that's kind of a very basic general idea on how I do my signatures. And this particular journal will have 3. So I'll probably do some sewing on them, and then I will show you how I make the inside spine in here and attach everything into the journal, and then we'll get decorating. So hope you're all good. Thanks for watching. Bye.